Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the dragon. So welcome back all my dragon friends. How are we doing? Let's find out. My apologies for being a little bit late on this one. I will try my best to keep to a regular schedule. It's very difficult at the moment with my own scheduling and routine and organisation. So I hope you'll forgive me. However, let's stop about there and see what we've got. We're going to take that one from the bottom, we're going to take that one from the middle, we're going to take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we're going to start off with one positive there, and then we're going to move into these two negatives here. Even though we're outnumbered there with the two negatives, I always try to remind people that black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. It all depends on the compatibility of the cards when we flip them over. So let's start with this one, a catalyst card, a change. Something has happened where a change or something is phasing out, which is bringing it in this. Whatever's happened, this moment has brought in or is going to bring in this this sort of negative period or this negative phase. One chapter ending, this new one beginning. What it is, we'll find out. But that pig isn't exactly the most conflicted card. It's not a massive change. It's not a massive, aggressive sort of conflict or something that's going to disagree with you. It's quite slow. It's almost like you knew it was going to happen. It may have been dragged out a little bit, but it's not come at any surprise. It's not come at, a shock. It's not a shock to you. You knew this particular thing was probably going to happen. You kind of prepared yourself for it a little bit, but it hasn't changed how things are with, I don't know how you feel about it or what happens because of it. Because that's the thing with the catalyst moments. I mean, the consequences or the aftermath of it is the sort of change you have to adapt with. The moment itself could be very, very small. It could be unnoticed. It could be something that you'll never even think of in a million years. It was just that one little thing at that one little time in that one little way with those sort of, ways that it did and how it went. And that then obviously will create a domino effect. And it will bring on whatever comes next, but it's supposed to, because it's supposed to be something that you need to happen for something later on to happen. You have to think bigger picture here, and as a visionary, as a dragon, you do see the bigger picture a lot better than other people. You have a very unique perspective of things as a dragon, so I think you will be able to see this for what it is. I think you'll be able to deal with it a lot better than other signs would. It's just as we move forward, you could find that there is some resistance or conflict, maybe within yourself. That's the dragon card, the black dragon. Now, dragons and dragons, they can get on relatively well. In fact, dragons get on with other dragons a little bit better than they would other people. However, there is that conflict, and that's what that black dragon is. It is conflict. Maybe not conflict for you, but it is you standing your ground. It is you standing up for yourself. It is you taking a stand. It is you on that last hill that you intend to go down on. That is a battle or a argument or a conflict or something that you want to find resolution for, or you'd like there to be resolution for. But first, you've got to fight it out. You've got to prove your strength. You've got to prove your courage. You've got to prove that you are worthy of that respect that you are seeking or wanting. If you want the results that you are hoping for, if you're wanting something to come from this that is a little bit more, I suppose, solid for you, a little bit more stable for you, you've got to be willing to prove that you're worthy of that. And that's not to say you're not worthy. It's just to say that you have to show that you are worthy, even to yourself. You need to show yourself that you are worthy of being happy, that you are worthy of being loved, that you are worthy of being, in the position that you are, and that good things can happen to you, and that's okay. You don't have to be suspicious of it. You don't have to not trust it. You don't have to be like, oh, well, what's going to happen now because of this good thing? Is it a trap? Potentially it's not a trap. It could be just your own experiences that have made you feel like these things, like good things that happen, are going to come at a cost or come with conditions or come with stuff like this. As I say, two dragons coming together isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when we're looking at it in the negative like that, in that conflict, that black dragon, we are seeing it as some kind of resistance. We are seeing some kind of hurdle that is in your way, and it could actually be you. You could be your own worst enemy in this by not believing in yourself. Now, that is a common dragon trait. By not believing in yourself, you have become insecure. You have become maybe a little bit less trustworthy than you would originally have been or would be. You have become skeptical, and you may not necessarily believe that you're the person for this particular job or this particular position or this particular thing that you've now been cast into. So even though the change may actually be something good, you don't see it that way because you don't see yourself as worthy of that something good. And that's okay. And it's also okay not to feel that way or admit that you feel that way, because as a dragon, it's probably very hard for you to admit that there is some kind of blip or hurdle that you might be struggling with, and that's okay. But deep down, you'll know, and you'll be able to assess this. You are a problem solver, and that is what you do, and you will assess it with your unique perspective, and you'll break it down, and you will make a decision that will be based around logic and actual fact, which is good. So don't rush into this emotionally. It is good to hold back, I suppose, in some ways. Hold back and then come at it with more thought process rather than emotion. Got the black horse. Not necessarily good, not because of the incompatibilities, because horses and dragons are relatively compatible. I mean, they get on incredibly well. That's power and speed right there. That's a dynamic duo if it was in a positive place, but it's not. The horse in the black place, in that negative place, it's not going anywhere. It's not moving. It's stable or stabled. It's locked away. Again, a sort of telltale sign that you're holding yourself back. You are holding yourself back because you don't believe that you are either worthy of it or you're capable of it, or you don't deserve it. And if you keep telling yourself that, or if there's other people around you that keep telling you that, you are going to start to believe that, because dragons have this unique thing where they don't necessarily believe in themselves. I think it comes as a unique problem for dragons as the only mythical creature in the entire zodiac. And as that mythical creature, they need to be believed in to exist. And you're finding it hard to exist at the moment and just be you, because maybe somebody or something has influenced you to believe that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not, deserving of whatever it is that you're pursuing. And that change could have happened, as I say, when this catalyst happened, where something went wrong or something didn't work out as you thought it would, or your expectations weren't met, or you made an assumption and you were wrong. It could have been any of those things. It could have been any of those sort of eventualities that could have potentially taken a toll on you, and that could have happened bit by bit. As I say, this is a slow change. This is a slow catalyst. This is a slow coming in. So this could have been literally chipping away at you bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit over the course of time. This could have literally been something that you were completely unaware of, didn't see coming. It kind of snuck up on you a little bit because it was done so gradually, and then all of a sudden you realise that you're so full of holes that you actually need to take care of this now. You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of where you're at, because you're not going to move forward unless you do that. You either need to find someone to believe in you, or you need to try your hardest to get up and again prove that you're worth believing in, to yourself, to others, and stuff like this, because you have that power, dragons. You do. You're very capable. You are. And I know that you may not or obviously necessarily believe that, but the thing is as a dragon, you're one of the most capable out there, one of the most capable. And it's just such a shame that dragons don't see it, because if you could see how powerful you were as a dragon, how intelligent, how relentless, how sort of, almost brilliant you are, you wouldn't have any problems. But unfortunately, that is not the case with most dragons. Unfortunately. But we'll find out how you get on with that next week, won't we? When we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the dragon. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the snake. So if you're interested in what those guys are up to, I will see you over there next. If not, no worries. I'll just catch you next time on another video when we come back and see what you guys are up to. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.